Is Gyutarro stronger than Upper Moon 6 level? When it comes to the Upper Moons, it could be easy to just take the rankings at face value and call it a day. While in a lot of these cases I can understand that and even agree with the ranks, I must say that when it comes to Gyutarro, it is quite a complex situation. A heads up, I will not be discussing anything that hasn't been shown in the anime, so the anime only watchers can enjoy without worrying about spoilers. So Upper Moon 3, 2, and 1 will not be discussed very heavily. I'm going to start off by saying to all those who are already skeptical, there's one character I'd like to bring up that might change your mind, and that character is Nakime. Though she was not an Upper Moon when Gyutarro, Daki, Goko, and Hantengu were occupying their roles, without saying too much, she proves she is one of, if not the strongest, blood demon arts. So bear with me while we dive into the story. As we all know, Gyutarro is the brother of Daki, the other half of Upper Moon 6. While Daki has killed and eaten 7 Hashira, it is unknown the context of these battles and how they played out, so it's safe to say that Daki is significantly weaker than her brother and all of the other Upper Moons. She was a very easy slice for Tengen the first and second time. Making her no longer a threat, she had no choice but to play her trump card, Gyutarro. When he is summoned, he dodges an attack from the Sound Hashira, the fastest of all the current Hashira. This is the first thing that must be highlighted. Not only did he dodge Tengen, he stunned him with the sheer speed which he was capable of moving. Taking this into account, it's quite obvious that Gyutarro's speed is nothing to be scoffed at. Other than Akaza and Kokushibo, we haven't seen intense levels of speed such as that. We did see Gyoko dodging unmarked Tokito's attacks, but seeing how Muichiro is the second slowest of the Hashira, it's not nearly as impressive of a feat. After we become shocked by this discovery, we learn a little about Gyutarro's weapon. To complement his extraordinary speed, he has his scythes. At base, these are sharp and unorthodox and lethal weapons. But to put the cherry on top, they contain a poison lethal to all humans. The fullest extent of this poison is shown after he nails Tanjiro with one stab. Not only is this poison on his scythes, it is in every attack his blood demon art throws out. Even getting merely nicked by it would kill most people. Unfortunately for him, he was matched up with the worst opponent he could have possibly wished for, a 6'7" shinobi with poison resistance. If it were not for this, he would have instantly killed any other demon slayer or even Hashira that went head to head with him. Other than possibly Shinobu, who might have been able to conjure up a cure on the spot or something. Yet even when being matched up against his hardest counter possible, he was still able to pull through on top for a while. This is typically where people call Tengen weak, but if you currently think that, go watch my video about why Tengen is a top 3 Hashira, the link will be in the bio. But no, this is not because Tengen is the weakest Hashira, of course not. This is because Gyutarro is one of the Upper Moons, and one of the strongest ones at that.
Well, if that were true, why is he literally Upper Moon 6?
I'm honored you would ask me, inferior one. As Muzan stated, Daki was holding Gyutarro back. That's not up for discussion. He did say that. Not only are we told, we see in the fight where Gyutarro lends his eye to Daki for the entirety of the fight, both helping her fight and protecting her. Does this instantly mean that he's a higher Upper Moon by himself? Well, of course not. We can come to that conclusion by dissecting his character's capabilities and feats. Compared to his peers, his power scaling, it's pretty ambiguous. This is because his blood demon art is made purely for killing humans. If he was to fight Zahakuten would probably win in a 1v1. But if we're talking about which blood demon art is the most effective for killing humans, Gyutarro's is much stronger. Zahakuten has superior range and an unmatched complexity. Yet I believe more Hashira would have a better chance of 1v1ing Hantengu over Gyutarro. Majority of the Hashira do not have the speed to match Gyutarro, nor do they have anything in their kit to counteract that poison. If we're talking about demons fighting each other, I could understand Gyutarro being as low as Upper Moon 5 or 6, but when it comes to having the most effective tools to killing a human, Gyutarro is easily Upper Moon 4. At the end of the day, every character has their own strengths that the others don't have, and the weaknesses that the others don't have. So in this show, the matchup is everything. Mitsuri had the range to fight Han Tengu. Guillaume had more range. Could he have been a better matchup for Han Tengu? Probably. Tengen had the poison resistance to fight Gyutarro, but he didn't have the smarts that Shinobu had. Would she have been a better matchup? Who knows? Comment down below, let me know what you all think. Let me know what matchup you would have liked to see in the show or possibly in a data book. And stay blessed.